So, we are continuing. You are riding towards Tarsus. Of course, there are some smaller cities, villages that I don't have names, and anyways. But yeah, of course, there are people living around. There are some foot patrols, but they don't mind you. They rather, keep the
They're probably
lookout.
more interested in the flying castle that
Keep-
just flew by.
Keep an. Yeah, they might be investigating this. But basically, you arrive at the Tarsus like sometime later, and the huge really city was. The city looks like it can be really well defended. At one of the gates, which is now closed, you see out aside from typical city guards, you also see uh, people like with weapons, but in different uniforms and emblems. And just to be completely sure, you can give me a knowledge check to be completely sure, like whom do they represent?
It's a nobility. That's going to be nobility for sure, isn't it?
Well, they might be treated as nobility if you want to.
Well,
I mean, other checks.
Things like because nobility is so narrow, it generally counts for ranks and stuff, and government officials and everything like that.
Okay, if you want.
That's the way that a lot of people read it, simply because otherwise it's just
I'm just leaving it to you.
not to spell that. Oteros, you knew a lot about this. What was the name of the king here again?
I've completely forgotten.
Okay. Well, anyway, fucking see what
I'm
we know.
sorry for having horrible name memory.
That's all right, because apparently you know everything again. It'll come to you again.
Like, as I said, this is not exactly well, government. Let's just say that as you've probably known before, now you have visual confirmation that yes, Inquisition is in the city and in the area, because there are few people aside from city guard that have black uniforms with the Inquisition emblems.
Oh dear. Oh dear me.
And at the guards there's like 6 normal guards, 4 from Inquisition, and you think at least one of them is some kind of spellcaster.
Can I make a knowledge history to see what their opinion of are of kitsunes?
Wouldn't that be religion? Or, actually the history kind of fits, but still,
Yeah.
there are
Whatever
Inquisition.
you want. Whatever you want, and suits you.
As we see, I'm going to cast detect magic.
If we think they're positive, then we can pretty much tell the truth that we're ambassadors from that city.
Well,
24 to see what their reaction is of my kind.
They are indifferent. From as far as you can know, the organization itself is a multi-race. They don't care about skin color and race. They care about if somebody is abusing magic.
Hey, mind out, Weston.
Good thing there's no magic users in this group.
Yeah, because
there isn't anyone who abuses it like a ginger stepchild.
Yeah, one of the players who was Inquisitor, like I gave him like between sessions like document like how much he knows. Like he knew the reason why Inquisition doesn't like mages particularly. Of course, they are mages in the Inquisition, but yeah,
He'd have been horrified at the casual slapdash way you summoned.
They have like deep scars for some kind of mages.
So they're kind of anti-magic Inquisitors. Okay. Well, I make sure my bow's prominent, and they probably just think I'm an elf.
They're also called Templars if you play Dragon Age.
As I said, it's not that they are all anti-magical. They won't kill all of mages.
I'd like to see them fucking try.
I'm pretty sure some of the spells in my spellbook would make them not like me, though.
Yes, there's a chance.
Oh yeah.
So basically, as you know that you approach the gate, and of course probably the highest ranking soldier at the area, which is not like the Inquisition guys like keep quiet and they squint their ears and they look at you, the newcomers. Halt. Who goes there?
Okay, I'm saying nothing but just saluting. I think this is a job for Tyros and Genkiro.
I'm looking down at them from my flying shadowy serpent.
Maybe you have gone down from that one.
Is that how you've turned up on that bloody thing?
Oh god.
Yes, nobody is suspecting we're mages at all right now.
Jesus Christ, I thought
Okay,
We're
So-
all gonna disown you
Stop,
from the
stop,
eternal
stop,
wanderers.
stop.
we are three
If
travelers.
he did that, like he shot with this shadowy thing, you can see that one of the guys, the thing that you were suspecting is the spellcaster, he points his finger, you can see some kind of ring.
Yeah, the guy
he-
riding the shadow
He
demon.
squints his eyes and yeah, he casts some kind of spell. It's he casts detect magic.
Oh.
You know that.
Ding, ding, ding.
He would
And-
get that it's
Like Geiger counter just goes up the top.
Yeah, he immediately, after learning, he immediately whispers something to the rest of the Inquisition guys, and they don't put their weapons out, but you notice they are easily more alarmed. They are on the standby, but they are not saying anything yet.
I'm going to glare meaningful at Veston and if point out, you know, you're meant to be a master of illusion. What the hell do you think you're playing at?
I repeat,
It's a self-proclaimed title, just so you know.
who goes there?
Master of being a dick.
Alright.
State your name and
Um,
business.
And Genkaru kind of walked up and said, "Good morning to you. We are diplomats from the kingdom of Sidonia, and more particularly the city of Whiterun."
Do we have a letter or anything from Robert Augustus?
City of Whiterun? What? I think you
Pinewood.
Pinewood.
We've gotten
Did I
the
say-
name of the city wrong already. We're doing fine.
Uh,
I can't
Best
find it.
ambassador ever.
Where is it on this map, by the
the
way?
guy scratches his head. He looks at the rest of the guys, like they, shake their like heads, and he wonders. Well, last time I heard, Sidonia wasn't a kingdom.
Oh, the democracy.
Yes.
Cough, cough, democracy.
Cough, cough. Did I say I had the great democracy of Sidonia? Yes.
Where is it on the map? Because I can't see any of the names. I keep on forgetting where I'm from. Great.
Sidonia
Straight
is
down.
straight down.
Oh, I see. Ah, I see. Got it.
where the
Into
crossroads
the
are.
tiny intro.
And Greycoat isn't on the map because, well, it's too cool for them, I suppose.
Who's tiny? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be about there.
I thought it was an industrial city.
That's like roll me or something.
The three main cities in Sidonia is like Pinewood, which for until now was city of clerics, the religion of life, and place for pilgrimage. The Great Coot, which was the production hub that they created. They can create a lot of stuff. There's the only place in Sidonia that can create guns. They are the only gunsmiths in there. And Asmari is a main economic hub, the biggest city, and so on. So yeah, there are the main cities. Anyways, okay, so
We're going back to Greycoat. We need cannons for our ship. We do. Come on, deny it.
We kind of do.
What are we going to do with a warship? Are we going to drop it on somebody from our
Just
flying castles?
scare people. We're going to just like if any time anyone's starting anything,
Pretty
we just
sure
turn up.
flying
Yeah, it has
castle
an
is good
intimidating
enough.
factor of 2,000.
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? Hang the warship below our flying castle so we can just fly it around?
If anyone gives mighty plucky Sidonia any grief,
okay,
Right.
so the
Anyway, we're probably not telling this to the guards. We're
soldier,
just-
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The soldier is answering. As far as I'm concerned, the city and the king did not receive any formal embassy requests, any information that some kind of ambassadors are coming.
Oh,
Did you guys actually say that you're ambassadors?
Yes, They
Oh,
said
crap.
that.
Actually, we're more of an unofficial ambassador. So it's more of a urgent manner, so they hadn't really time to send any real ambassadors. We're really about some problem. After a problem with the Lich that nearly destroyed the. What's the name of the city again? God's my name memory.
Pinewood.
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 Why are we alarming
See?
them with tales of liches and stuff? We've just got to look cool.
I mean, really, you just fly it in with a shadow serpent in a city that seems to dislike magic rather
Yeah,
much.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
You
you're
start-
right. This idiot's blown it for us already. We may as well go for the road.
I go ahead and
Ginkiro,
go
bluff us out of
to my
here!
serpent, and I'm gonna go up to the guy. And like, I don't know about these guys, but I'm a merchant, and I pull out the one of the scrolls that I kept on me, the scroll of rapid repair, just to show him.
Merchant, we call those like you mages, and so the Inquisition guys, the mage talks, and all of them like step up, and they also add, state your name and affiliation.
Vesta Nomad with the Eternal Wanderers.
Genkero Renard with the Eternal Wanderers Adventuring Guild. Currently the leader of this paltry
And
some of group members.
Misfits.
Yes, Lysandra Anopheles, Elven Guardian, and also member of the Eternal Wanderers.
Yeah. Otiros, a member of the Eternal Wanderers for some time.
Okay, so the mage, some kind of spellcaster. It's pretty obvious at this point that he's the one who's really calling the shots at the gate.
Hypocrisy.
He takes like a while, like look at each one of you, especially at
I'm
the
not-
mages.
I'm not hiding what I look like either, so
I'm trying to look like a dude with the
glowing
bow.
eyes without any pupils and everything.
So technically you're trying to get us arrested, really. We're just gonna say that you just came with us for no goddamn reason.
To be honest, it has occurred to me that even though I'm not dressed as a mage, I'm dressed stupid with like on military gear with epaulets and medals and shit.
Oh god.
What's the
The probably
Hey,
says that the greatest mage in the city or something like that on your epaulet or something like that. Elven
Hey,
god of
have
mankind or something.
Hey, I have epilepsies too. And Genkero is kind of dressed in his outlandish bard outfit.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's a really nice outfit, really well painted though. Arturus at least looks like a knight, which is what he is.
Yeah. I'm the only obvious character.
And there's nothing wrong with a knight, is there? You know.
No. Everyone wants to kill you in battle, but otherwise there's nothing
Oh
wrong.
yeah, there's a downside, but
Yeah.
It's
Okay, so if I can like respond, like NPC can respond.
Yes,
He
yes.
takes a moment. He slowly nods. Good enough. Mind you, that in case of any trouble, you will be brought down hard. We do not tolerate troublemakers.
That's absolutely fair. And as a mark of
We have, and he also
armor,
adds like we have a fair share of them already.
I dare say you do, but we absolutely don't intend to cause trouble. And in fact, I'd like you to be able to keep, if you want to know where we are, and to keep tabs on us, to make it easier, if you could direct us to the best hotel in town.
Yes. You're
Then
paying, yes,
you'll,
so you know.
you'll know that's where we're staying.
That's a humble proposition for you. I guess one of my men can show you to the one of the best innkeeps in the city.
Thank
Just
you.
mind you, because of the situation here, the city has like, they don't have police in fantasy, but you know that it's
No,
it's prohibited to go outside during the night.
Yeah, I know they don't have police, but in some places, like in like Galarian, you get things like the Hell Knights who do a sort of severe secret Gestapo thing, don't they?
it's not about secret police. Basically, because like
Well,
he's
they're not very
saying that
secret. They were
there's
clanking.
basically there's a situation, and because of that, during the from like 8 p.m. like during the evening, during the night from 8 p.m. to like early morning, the citizens and visitors in the city are to stay indoors.
Okay.
Might I ask what this situation is?
Yeah, is this problem with Kingdom of Abumar?
No, it's not. Aside from that, I'm not in no position to give you classified information.
Fine. Well, that's very reasonable of you. Cheers.
I want to use a diplomacy check. Come on, can't you at least give us a little hint?
Come on. Yeah, I like
Come
it.
on, we
Come on, baby.
Roll for,
we look
roll
like
for
a
it.
trustworthy bunch with a
No, we don't look like a trustworthy bunch. That's the thing.
Okay, you
Look-
say trustworthy bunch, and like he.
14 diplomacy check.
Oh, with not 20.
Please forgive me, my lord. He falls down on his knees and starts begging your every move.
The
Jesus, well done.
the spellcaster starts massaging his temple, and like he pinched the bridge of his nose, like. "Ugh,
That's the real deal.
it would be safe for you to stay indoors. It would help you to avoid suspicion. There's some kind of situation inside the city there are some dealings with serial killers.
there? Sorry, I try not to sound too excited.
Oh god. Like Otter is just facepalming. I've been pretty much facepalming constantly through this encounter.
But as an Inquisition, we have this matter perfectly under control.
I dare say you do. You look a very efficient bunch.
That,
enough roll.
and he
That's
like
enough slide.
speaks to Genkiro. If by any chance you want to learn, you might try to talk with the local commander of our organization. And I will think of his name later, because for now I don't have idea. of
Okay,
his
fair
name.
enough.
Jolly good. What's his name? Just kidding.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, that's very good to know. Oh, what's the name of this guy, by the way? Can Kiro ask him, because he's on such bally terms? This mage guy, because we're probably coming to meet him again.
Nope, he was like
He doesn't give a damn about
He's
telling you
just, he's
stuff.
just a dude.
the name. It's his personal matter.
All right. Ooh, get her.
Even with not 20, he's not exactly too trustworthy. Like
No.
he gave information, but right now, like, all right, you can go inside.
Fine, thank you.
They open the gate. They
As
Pass
a
you
symbol of
through.
goodwill, I go ahead and dismiss my Eidolon as we walk in.
I'm considering dismissing my mount to be funny, but I'm not going to.
And I just give him a hug and go inside.
he like you see that he is really confused. Like maybe in the split second in his eyes you saw that he thought that you might try to attack him, but then you hugged him and he don't want to fry your ass with a spell. Okay, so you go inside
Just as well, he would have had 6 seconds to live.
Just so you know, that's out of character, that even the lowest recruits and Mook soldiers in the Inquisition, they have higher challenge rating than typical city guard.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. I mean, obviously it's a mad world if they 20...
They are pretty solid and elite organization.
Yeah, no, sure. I mean, it's weird as a GM because you can't make them 20th level because that's outrageous. That what the hell are they doing as guard?
About 20 Inquisitor soldiers that have CR5.
Yeah, no,
will do
exactly.
its job.
Then that's a serious, severe thing. Yeah, no, that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And
so
also that means that they're much tougher than most of the general populace, which is the important bit.
they only take the best. Anyways, you go into city of Tarsus because you said that you go in the morning. So yeah, so it's like after morning. people going around. There is a sound of bustling, living city. Of course, you also can pretty easily discern that the city is heavily guarded. There are a lot of patrols going around, like heavily armored, weapon, like with a lot of weapons. That typical city guard patrol is like 24 men and like 2 sergeants, typically.
Wow, it's really militarized, this city, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
they have to deal with the Inquisition.
they have a lot of citizens, so they can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a lot of patrols, and I mean, like this 2,000, like one patrol, 2,000 men, 2,000 men, 20, so
Wow.
24 more, and yeah, some of them, like, you know, they are mixed. Like there are patrols that there are only city guards. There are patrols that only Inquisition, and they are less numbered. Like the only Inquisition patrol has like 6 or 7 men,
Yeah, sure.
including leader. But you know, they are looking pretty badass, and
Okay.
yeah,
fair
as you
enough.
can see, like the Inquisition themselves, you can pretty simply see that they uh, they have some respect on the street. Like, sure, people doesn't like try to fuck with city guard, like they part the way, but there's a lot more respect, maybe even fear, in case of the Inquisition guys. Okay, so you're inside the
Okay,
city.
cool.
What do you want to do?
Right, well,
I'd like
so
to buy all the scrolls that I've lined up.
I think I want to book into our luxury inn first, and
That'd be a
then
good idea.
and then we can go shopping. I also want to see what's happening in the city, because I figured that we might as well see who's the movers and shakers, the aristocrats to know, and maybe try and get invited to a party.
Anyways,
You
yeah,
know,
without
interesting people.
yeah, as I said, like one of the guys in Inquisition suit like comes to you, and he said that he was sent here to lead you to the best tavern in the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't ask any questions because he's just like executing the order he was
A
given.
dude.
And yeah, the best innkeep in town, it has places because not everyone can afford it. Like, for how long do you want to
Don't know.
book?
I just
Maybe just 1 or 2 nights.
yeah, just a couple of days for the time being.
Yeah.
Okay, so because this is a luxury one, per day, night, it's 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, right, fine.
Per head or a total?
Per head.
Good grief, you mean, you tight bastard.
The best innkeep in the city.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So for 2 nights,
10 gold pieces.
yep.
Horribly outpricing for a
It's like,
common.
oh god, that's tearing apart my wallet.
Well, if you were a commoner trying to stay there, you'd be real trouble. But it's us, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, commoners can afford it, but you know, this place looks really nice, like for the adventurous guests and ambassadors themselves. So
That's a weird thing. That's a weird thing in D&D land. That the inns, the best.
D&D has
the
many
probably-
weird things.
Probably people who stay there are adventurers because they're the only people rich enough, aside from aristocrats, to be able to stay.
That's true.
So you just get.
If this hotel has an inn, I want to check if they have a tavern. I want to check who's in it.
Going
Yeah,
romance
that was
quests
another reason I
again.
thought that the best would be good because we might see, some members of society there, but some local aristocrats or something like that.
Yeah, maybe either the local merchants or
Yeah, exactly. Rich merchants, things like that. That'd be
Yeah.
good.
Well,
And incidentally, we have a potential problem, Beston, my dear chap, in that you know how we wanted to buy a whole bunch of magical stuff here. That might be an issue if you consider the government's attitude to mages and spellcasting. I don't think they're as welcoming as.
I don't think it's as much the government's policy towards mages and magic as they pretty much just had to let the Inquisition in.
Yeah, sure. It's just I just watch out if I were you.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah.
just let do, because I kinda now I have mixed up things what somebody wants to do, so let's just do it in the right order so I can try to focus on this. So maybe first thing we can do shopping.
Yeah.
And yeah, about these things that you want to buy, just give me either link or name of the item and like caster level needed to
I
create
will
it.
do. Can I, after the session, send you the spells that I want for my spell book? Because I can't be bothered going through the thing now.
Same here.
Because I've got a working set of spells that I can use for the time being and stuff. But
I mean, sure, you can send it. Like the spell book, it's no problem. You can buy a spell book in the city.
yeah, sure. And other than that,
Empty one, of course.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean actual scrolls for the spell book. You see.
Like if there are not ready spells, then it's absolutely no problem to get scrolls or spell books that can
But
be filled.
I'll basically I'll send you something later as confirmation, just so you know I'm not pulling crazy spells out of my arse.
Yeah, okay.
But
I'll do
other
the
than
same
that,
then,
other
just I've got-
shopping, what do we want? Okay, I know what I want.
I've got 13,000.
Yeah, just remember,
gold
this is a big
scrolls.
place, though, so they can have like a lot of stuff, but you also know that they cannot have artifacts or wondrous items
No,
like
sure.
high-level stuff.
How much
Damn it.
did somebody note down where we had the rest of the money? Because I've only got like 7,800.
Well,
Just add a
remember
10,000.
that you've got some upfront payment from Asmarius.
Oh, crikey, what was that? That's 25k,
10,000
wasn't it?
chap.
Upfront, I think
It was 25,000
each one of you, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, excellent.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with
31.
Genki right now because he sent me already the things that he wants to buy. Sure, Ring of Invisibility because it's on third caster level.
Yeah.
You can get it. You will need to wait for a day because a guy that you found that sells these items, like, because that's the thing, that the city, like the people that are blacksmiths, weaponsmiths, people that can create magic items, they have workload up their ass. Basically, they saying that they are working non-stop. They have a lot of what's the word? They have a lot of buyers, and
With a supply and demand.
yeah, there's a lot of demand, and you need to wait if you like for at least a day for them to create the item. Of course, if you want to go outside of the like get this item as fast as you can to like be
I know.
served.
I don't. We're not in a massive rush, are we?
No,
Sure,
just chilling.
you don't need to. Okay, so we can wait a day to get Ring of Invisibility. Of course, there's no problem to get food. Toiletries components. I have no fucking idea what that thing is.
You know, hand soap, you know,
Oh yeah, sure.
basic,
I mean, yeah, I
toilet
remember
paper.
that. I think, as I read that in real life, like real life medieval times, the hygiene was kinda low. But yeah, in
Yeah,
this
it's weird because there's some places which also it's not quite that medieval. It's a bit off.
I'm just saying. But yeah, no problem. You can get these components without much trouble. So
I
for,
should just have written toilet paper.
yeah,
Yeah.
for Ring of Invisibility, like, you know, normal price. And for the food and these components, for food components and winter clothing together, you can pay like 15 gold.
Oh yeah,
And
we
Ring
need
of
that winter
Invisibility
clothing.
is, I don't know, 2,000 gold pieces?
15?
I mean, for the aside from Ring of Invisibility, like 15 gold pieces from the food, components, and winter clothing. For all these three things.
Yeah, how much did you say for every? Oh wait, you were just telling the author.
And Ring of Visibility, I don't remember its cost, but you know, you were paying full price for it.
Alright, 15 gold pieces.
I mean, for
Right.
these three things, and remember about the cost for Ring of Invisibility.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's Genkiro buying. Who's like next?
I'm just looking through if there's anything that
I'll
might
get some
help
of those
me.
winter clothings too.
I mean, you can whisper like to me, like your list of shopping.
I was actually planning on buying any magic items. I was just gonna get scrolls.
I think those are my priorities.
Belt of incredible dexterity.
Yeah, I actually want the full thingamajig belt, but I'll have to save up for that and get it. I've put it there because it's got different caster levels and prices for different. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
I have an idea for things that we should get. People to staff our castle.
If you're gonna buy
For
them
instance,
or something.
because I don't want to, Matt, because I don't want to be silly about it. Yeah, if it's just like the belt of incredible dexterity +2 and a +2 cloak of resistance, I'm perfectly happy with that for the time being. You know.
Yeah, the only thing like Belt of Incredible Dexterity +2 you can get that, and Cloak of Resistance +2 you can also get that, but you will need to wait at least 2 days for them to create it.
Yeah. Is there any kind of like a ring of ear walking or something like that that I could give to my horse? But because that'd be kind of nice.
I don't think so. Also, I don't think if the horse has a
Anything is to put in ring to.
room to and place for a ring, because
Then
if
I
you-
suppose
if
you
you-
could
if you-
enchant its armor.
if you create a character, then it's simply stated that a ring needs to be on your finger. Simple
Yes,
as
I
that.
know. I just meant like a ring or something. Because if you could enchant its armor for like 20,000 or something.
Just
Freedom of movement, maybe.
yeah, there are no armor enchanters like that. They're not that good.
Hmm.
So I can spend 4,000 on the vent, 4,000 on the cloak. That's fine.
Yeah, reminds me, how's that powering up a bow works?
You know how
Enchanting?
it's a +1 bow, you can enchant them further. I just wanted to see if I could get the +2 on it, which is, hang on, let me see. Because otherwise you have to sell it and buy another one, which no, it's a load of hassle. And people generally just buy an extra enchantment on it.
I'm gonna say that yes, there's ability to power up the bow to +2.
Sorry.
It will take the same amount of time as you getting the belt and the cloak.
Okay, it is. That's fine. Yeah.
I think +2 is either like something 5,000 gold.
I think it
6,000.
might be 8,000. I'm
Or
not
8, yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I'd also want to enchant my weapon. Like
I think
don't
that's
know.
8 because no, wait, not cloak resistance. Yeah, yeah, it's 8. 8k.
Yeah, +2. No, so is it 6? Or do you add it on every time? Because
I don't know, wait,
Yeah.
because it's +1, so yeah, it might be 6.
yeah, no, because otherwise it would mean a +10 is like
it might be +6.
400,000.
Like
Yeah, it's +6.
6k.
Okay, fine. So that's in the shop for the time being, for a couple of days.
Okay.
So if I have to fight, note that I'll have to use my sword. That's fine for the next 2 days.
So that's Lysander, Genkiro, anybody else?
Yeah, I suppose I
How-
just want to enchant my lance. I'm not sure. I'd like give it either at like 2+. If I gave it a special ability, like this, like flaming or something, how much would it cost exactly?
It depends on if flaming is +1, so it costs the equivalent of a
Not exactly. I'm pretty sure that if I was creating custom items in PCGen, then sure, enchanting weapon is
Well,
like plus yeah.
So if it's what I mean is if it's already +1 and it's considered a +1 enchantment, that would be 6,000 like me.
Probably.
Because it goes up. There's a chart that goes up.
Yeah, this is a bit unclear on this one. It's a
The
bit
weapon
annoying.
pricing by bonus. Well, look, if you've got a Holy Flame Strike +5 sword, that's a +10 enchantment. So that costs for.
Flaming, magic weapon special abilities. Flaming is caster level 10. They don't have people in the city that have skills like that.
And a Valiant. Same thing pretty much.
Valiant.
Well, that's not really worth it. 1d6 only when challenging, it's pretty shit.
I mean, most of the special abilities has like 1 or 2d6 additional damage, but they are very specific. There are specific ones.
Yeah. And I suppose I'll just increase it to 2+, or maybe 3+, I don't know. 2+, I suppose, so 6,000.
How much does Masterwork add to stuff again?
300.
300.
Yeah.
Or 150 for armor. Or 50 for like tools, kits and stuff. It's a bit weird there. Well, no, but things like Masterwork Thieves tools. So
Yeah, I
would
know.
expect
I
the
was
first
like,
level for 50 quid. But
for that crazy one shot, I was just bought every living.
oh, that was
every
hilarious,
kit,
wasn't it? We could buy
Masterwork.
all the mundane outfits. So you bought things like Masterwork Alchemist kit with no ranks in alchemy.
Yeah, why not?
How hard would it be me to just find a normal short spear?
Very
I
easy.
could like give it to
A
you.
normal short spear. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
Like a one
Anywhere.
gold piece short spear.
No problem.
Okay.
it's a simple weapon. Honestly.
Yes. I'm just making sure.
Like not normal, like if completely normal, no special abilities,
Yeah,
no
completely
special
normal.
material, then yes, it's no
Not
problem.
even Masterwork.
No problem at all.
Really, yeah. I mean, if you see how militarized this city is, it should be, very easy.
I mean, war is a profit for some people. But because as you were going around the area around Tarsus and on your way here, you do not see any like war wasn't here. There are no destruction and so on. Basically people live here as you're every day. The war is happening in the other parts, but they get profit from it, from this in the city, because they have a lot of, there's a lot of demand. Okay, so I think that's shopping. Of course, don't forget about buying food, because still I think you still need to eat.
About that. I was actually suggesting that we also get hire a baker and whatnot.
That's what
hire
I
people
meant.
to staff our castle.
Well,
That's
this
what
is the
I
thing. I'm concerned that we know exactly what's going on first, because once we know all its capabilities and we know its friendliness towards us, then I'll feel a lot happier about inviting a smith and a baker and.
I mean, kidnapping him is probably not going to give us the best
Well,
food
because
or something.
I want to be able to advertise the job with a bit of honesty, and if we want to say Marines wanted as a bunch of guards and stuff, and then lie or tell the truth, and we don't really know what we're doing, we don't know how it works. Come work for us.
I can bake.
Can you? Cool.
Also, I'm going to go ahead and just purchase one of the scrolls of legend lore, so I have it for the session.
Pretty good
Okay.
idea.
I think caster level is like 4 or 3, so yeah, you can buy it. It will
I
take
actually
you.
think it's 6.
So it will take you a day and a half to find it.
Alright.
To find a seller.
And while Genkaro's waiting, for his ring, he's going to wander around town a bit, get a feel for the town.
When I finish shopping, I want to join you. I want to book into the hotel and then join you and do that. Because I think we should try and glad hand and get to meet people. And I mean, the man's mentioning of dodginess and the serial killer is obviously terribly intriguing.
So yeah, as you go around the city, of course you can hear bits and pieces from people talking, and aside from the war and the business, which is of course main hot topic and always, there's also a second thing that most of the people you see on their faces that they mostly feel safe, but there is also a gleam of uncertainty and uneasiness even in the broad daylight. And if they talk, you can hear people in hushed tones talking about that several days ago there was another attack, and this time the guy that was completely nuts and crazy. He just went on the street and he started to stab people, and
Really?
and he was like, he didn't care if he was struck down by the city guard. They lament that the city guard, and like they let the Inquisition to take over the, like, what the Inquisition is doing, like the things are still happening. They say they do stuff, and like, sure, they took first killer, second one, and then next ones, but like, who knows when things will stop. So
Who knows?
basically, what you can understand is that there was more than one killer, and the thing is that probably the city guard and the Inquisition like managed to catch them all, but something is going on. That new ones pop up.
It's not good, is it? Hmm.
And aside from that, this is the second hot topic. Because of course people like talk about other things, like if they wanna go into army, maybe serve in the, like, this lord or this lord, maybe he's good paying and so on. Typical living stuff.
Yeah. Right. And,
I suggest we not go for the serial killers. I say we just get our stuff and go.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I want to find a pet shop.
Do you?
Okay. You can find a pet shop, no problem.
Yeah. And see what kind of animal pets they have. Maybe a.
You know what? It will be simpler if you tell me what kind of pet you want.
Question: could I buy a rod of airwalk? A wand of airwalk?
I'm gonna check it.
I mean, just doesn't say anything. One, but it's 4 or less, and airwalk is 4.
Transformation alchemy is 4, correct? Yeah, people. Yeah, you can. You will need to wait a day and a half, but yeah, it's a possibility to buy it.
Yeah, how much would it cost exactly?
Now that's a very good question. Give me a sec. Okay, wands. Okay, so spell level 4, and airwalk was. It will cost you 25k.
Yeah, that's okay, I'd say. Yeah, that's pretty much okay. It's pretty much the only thing I really need, so yeah. It's 50 charges, that'll be pretty much for the entire adventure.
Yeah, and as most of the ones you cannot recharge it.
Should I get a cat or a parrot?
Your choice, man. Both of those are available.
Right. Then, just to piss the others off, I'm taking a parrot.
If you learn it to swear, I'm throwing you overboard.
Does the castle? Does the
Hang on.
kingdom practice slavery?
If you're going to buy slaves, then no. If you're not going to buy slaves, then yes.
Shit. Sorry for that.
It'd be a good way to get people up in our castle.
You don't see any slaves. You don't think the kingdom practice slavery.
Okay. I don't tell anyone that I'm looking for slaves, but
Yeah, I know.
because they might not like me if I do that.
Yeah, as I said,
that'd be horrible.
Like, as far as you've heard, like I was saying this in the previous session, that the war that was going on, they were saying that it was pretty honorable without prison execution and so on. So maybe, well, yeah, people don't practice slavery here.
Fair enough.
You don't see any slaves and so on.
I'll probably have to wait till I go find some orc clans to get some.
Can you cast airwalk?
Anyways,
Hello, can you cast
Yep.
airwalk?
Uh,
I think he's asking out yours.
I need to think like. Do you need to have spellcaster levels to cast from the wand?
Yeah, you do. You need to have that on use magic devices. I mean,
Mhm.
Jesus, buy.
How much would I need the magic devices?
Well, no, I tell you what. If you instead buy me a Pearl of Power 3rd level, I'll cast you a fly of every day.
A fly? As far as I know, airwalk would be more effective, but not really.
Well, in a couple of levels, we'll try to be doing overland flight for everyone anyway. Oh no, the sorcerer can't cast it, can he?
Yeah, the
sorcerer might.
reason why I want airwalk is because then my horse can just fly everywhere, and I can just go and fly around. I can get up to the castle and stuff without really
Oh really?
being that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. But the thing is, I don't think you will. Unless you put your use magic device up to some crazy level,
How much?
at least 24, you won't be guaranteed to cast it. You need to make 24.
Yeah,
Huh.
because that's 4th level spell.
I can put it up like 10 because that's how much I like gain this level, but that'd be only about 14. So yeah, I'd have to not get unlucky to fail.
You could take a level in cleric and then you could cast it any time.
I suppose I might.
Those are possibilities.
It's just that none of us have got divine magic, and so we can't really help with casting, and so 25,000 is an awful lot. 25,000 is a hell of a lot of money.
I'm gonna check Airwolf spell because it
Let's see.
says who can cast it.
It's just